Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Welcome, everybody. All right, let's chant some japa together here. Afternoon session here. Yeah, let's meditate on Krishna's name. See what happens. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Srivasadi Gaura, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare. White screen now. Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari 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 Krishna, 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 Rama, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama. Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari. Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari. Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari. Hare Rama, 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama, 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Ah, ah, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Ah, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda, Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna, Hari Hari. Things go better with Krishna. Things go better with Krishna. Have you noticed that, anybody? They go very well with Krishna. He makes everything inspiring. Okay, what do we got here? Krishna, Hari Hari. I got this book here. Let's read some Or maybe Bhagavad Gita. I feel like reading some verses in Bhagavad Gita. Let's see here. Verses here first. Conversations. Oops. Bhagavad Gita as it is. Let's move ahead a little bit because we read some verses here. So this is text number 5. The Blessed Lord said, oh, Jai Srila Prabhupada, and all glories to the assembled devotees. Yes. Yes, we don't want to forget the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Yes, thank you for attending here in this discussion of the glories of the absolute truth. The Blessed Lord said, many, many births both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot, O subduer of the enemy. Isn't that interesting? He says, many, many births you and I have passed. We can insert ourselves in that, Like, that's not just Arjuna. Many, many births, Krishna and you and me and everybody have passed. And the Lord remembers all of them, but we cannot. Unless he can probably empower us to do so sometimes. Yeah. See. So anyway, our spiritual birth is basically is the awakening of that relationship, because we not only have we forgot our past lives, we forgot our actual relationship with that transcendental Lord. That is the high priority. That is the biggest priority is to awaken that relationship again. That's the essence of life for everybody universally, because it's so great, to so liberating for this relationship to be awakened again between our soul and the Lord. See, this is a great party. This is a great birth. Everybody likes birthday parties, right? Well, hey, man, when our relationship is born and remembering that relationship, that's what we're doing. We're practicing remembering that relationship. And the more we make that connection, that communion, that contact, the more you see how valuable it is. I mean, that's what I'm noticing, by chanting, and connecting with this name, connecting because it's as Krishna is, he is his name, and that communion with that is just marvelous. It's like it makes everything in the world interesting. It gives it purpose. It gives it a shine. See, and inspiration. God, if people knew this, all these people that are in forgetfulness of this eternal relationship with Krishna. See, Bhagavad Gita helps us remember. That's why we talk about this. Let's make this clear, that God he's just kind of waiting for people to wake up, so that he can benefit us. We start looking at that Lord. That's the purpose of, in this Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya said the religion, you want religion? The religion of this age is a pure religion. It's just remembering the supreme absolute truth and reminding others so that they wake up too. Okay? Wake up to this relationship, and then you see how empowering it is, how enlivening it is. It gives you something to say that is substantial instead of just speaking nonsense. Without this transcendental relationship, we just speak nonsense because we need empowerment. You know, we can study everything in the world. We can study different speculative philosophies because they're all speculation. Just like Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, the origin of these philosophers and philosophies that they spin out is bewilderment. It doesn't come, it's not rooted in the absolute truth yet. It's rooted in speculation on what is truth. So they come up with all these theories, see? All these things. There is a God, there isn't a God, and this God, is like this and like that, even though they haven't actually realized God. That's the idea of being a false guru, a false spiritual master in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. Yeah, the idea is you lead people to the real God, but you don't know the real God. It has a, you know, Jesus knew the real God. See, that's why people who connected with Jesus connected with the real God. I mean, really, especially when he was here. See? And the only time he's really here again is with a real awakened devotee of Christ. See? They got the blessings of Christ, either in a past life or they bring it through or they get it from some empowered, real Christian, sincere, not a motivated person, materially motivated type of thing. Yeah. And the testimony is like, wow, I was crippled minded before. But this relationship awakening between myself and that Krishna, in the book we're just reading, Krishna saying, many, many births, I and you have passed, but you don't remember them. See? Yeah, that Krishna, that God, and now in this life we remember that Krishna. See, and the thing is, you gotta be his friend, and friendship means a bond. Friendship means attachment, right? You like your friends, even in the world. We like our friends, don't we? Who was that? Oh, probably a pine cone hit the top of the van or something. Hopefully, it was that. Yeah, there's a bond, and this is, Krishna is waiting for this transcendental bond to awaken. Because it's so enlivening. I mean, we got friends in the world here. And it's very enlivening to have friends on the material level, sort of, but it's an edge to it. It's not perfect. Usually you got a little motivation in your friendship, and it just puts an edge to it. And you end up losing your friends, sometimes. Maybe they get mad at you and they leave, and sometimes they leave for good. They change their mind about you, or you piss them off, or they're using you, you're using them. It's not a perfect thing. It's not meant to be. And that's a great perspective, because when you get this transcendental friend, this Lord, he's always there when you want him, especially when you awaken this relationship and you're in it, man, and it's in you. Krishna's in you, you're in him, you're into him, and he's into you. Yeah, I'm into her, like they say, she's really into me, I'm really into her. You see, you got to do this with God, man. Do this with Krishna. I'm really into Krishna. He's really in me, into me. I'm really into him. What a great relationship. I just noticed the guy never goes away. If I call him, he usually comes unless he's playing hard to get. This makes me want him more. What do you guys think? Can you relate to this? Anybody? Or am I just speaking to the wind? Got my new fan yesterday. Oh man, this thing is so great for a motorhome. Oh wow, look at this. This is a Roby, man. Powerful. You know, it's even got a little mister here. You know, you can put this into a hose or a bucket. You know, and you get mist. It's almost like a air conditioner or a swamp cooler. Yeah, man, this is fantastic. I mean, we got a great job here. You guys that are like doing other paths or mixing the paths, just get into this one. This is the great, you know, this is what people really want, even though they don't know it. See, they just, I mean, can you imagine having a relationship with the true God? You know, the God is transcendental and spiritual and empowering spiritually, and you know, you get in touch with the eternal part of yourself and the eternal part of God, you know. And you feel the empowerment and you share the empowerment. You're a soul winner now. You wake people up, man. My God, what a service we got here, man. That's fantastic. It's so great, man. So enlivening, man. All we do is just work on this relationship, you know, just like, you know, relations take work. Ask Sachi, you know, she's been in relationships, you know, with people before, and you got to work on them, man, you know. So every day we're spending some time working on our relationship with Krishna, right? Yeah, the dividends are great. Yeah, working, you got to work at it. And the thing is, working on this one's pretty easy because here in this, we got Sadhu Sangha, we got high class, higher class than the Narayan Raj Sadhu Sangha. He said he had high class. This is higher class. Yeah, we got the transcendental bond with the Lord, man, and we can fly now. Well, not everybody yet. You're working on it, right? Some people are working on it. They get a little glimpse here and there. Don't worry, it'll increase. Everything does here. Yeah, you know, if that's what you want, you know, you want this in this eternal relationship, man. Yeah. Or you're looking at Gohari Das. I want to be like him. This is what the Prabhupada's leaders have done. Well, I want to be like him, man. But not like him, you know, like him, ecstatic devotee. No, no, I want to be like this guy. Bhakti Siddhanta's disciples, many of them too. Yeah, I want to be like him and powerful, you know, important, you know, people coming to me, bowing down and adoring me, you know, that kind of bullshit, man. You know, that instead of a real devotee, you know, comes and says, wow, I want to be like that guru. I want to chant the holy name in ecstasy like this person. See, that's intelligence. Not looking down at their pockets, looking up in this relationship. You know, this is the thing. Lord Chaitanya, when he met his guru, he didn't say, wow, I also want to be like you. You know, I want to be a guru with disciples and all that stuff. This is the low mentality of Vaishnavism, you know, since a long time now. See? That's why we don't have masses coming here, the sincere people looking for that. You know, they're looking for, wow, man, look at Lalita, look at Govinda, look at Gohari. Man, I would love to chant like that, you know, that kind of communion, man. Wow, I'd love to speak like that because of the communion, you know, under the influence like that, where I can speak about the glories of the Lord. Oh, that would be so nice. Man, what a great service that would be for God and for the world. To remind people of the absolute truth as it is. Oh man, I would love to do that. See, that's how, when you're like that, man, Krishna will give himself to you so easily. And or if he sees deep in your heart that you got that potential, he'll awaken you, and then you just, you know, do what we do, you know, like this. Or he might just kick you out if you're not that sincere, right? Yeah. People don't want to follow the process. See, that's why you see it's pretty clear. You become you become a real disciple of a real guru. You know, you take this seriously, a real well-wisher from your heart, see? Real friend that comes from that. See? And then you become qualified to understand this transcendental philosophy. You don't have to even have a bunch of interactions, with guru. You no, if it's all in your heart, man, like if in your heart you really want to be, yeah, okay, Gohari's teaching this, and this is in the book. This is how you do it. Yeah, I really want to do that. I really want to be like that. you know and then naturally the Lord and the guru will see your sincerity and reciprocates by giving you the valuable jewel. Otherwise, if you come and I mean, Krishna and Guru is actually very merciful. If you come here and you really want to be you want the name and fame and that adoration, that donkey urine, well, you'll get that if you really want that. And you don't want to follow the process, you end up becoming like Johan. See, Johan doesn't agree with the process. He doesn't agree with this word. He doesn't agree with this conception taught here. No, 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 it's not like Gohari says. It's like this. I have a different opinion. See? Therefore, there he is out there teaching his speculations. And all those who agree with him are out there with him, right? They also know, I don't agree. What Goriari is saying, no, no, he's not no, it's like this. See? So you're here because you're in agreement. I also point, you see, Guru Tattva is like this, by the action of the book Bhagavat and a devotee Bhagavat. Devotee Bhagavat proves themselves. They prove, Krishna proves them. Krishna proves that they're bona fide because, they can show you because the Lord is actually in them. Because when the Lord is living in you and Radha and Krishna are dancing in your heart, then you dance, and you speak conclusively, and people could see that the verses, you're a manifestation of the verses. Yeah, yeah, the mercy of the Lord is on this person. See, people don't understand what is a manifestation of the mercy of the Lord. They think, oh, a manifestation of the mercy of Krishna or Lord Chaitanya in our parampara is that the guru is austere, or they're on a high seat, they have many followers, see, they're dressed right. They think that is a manifestation of the mercy of God. Well, they might be like that externally, but internally they're the same as a empowered Sudra would be. They're conclusive. An empowered Sudra on a low class will be conclusive, clear, logical, and they say a person in sannyas manifesting the sannyas outward dress and all of that will also be conclusive, will be clear, and all of that. See? So what you need to do if you want to find the real truth, I'll just give you a little secret for those who are truth seekers, is don't worry about the dress. Look for the conclusiveness. Look for, I mean, if you really studied the books or something, or even if you haven't, you know, the if you come here for Krishna, look for the symptoms of, like I tell people, I say, well, look in the book. You see, chapter 23 of Majja Lila says the qualifications of a spiritual master who is a prema bhakta. See, they have real intimate love for God. And it shows in symptoms. When they chant, you could see that they become transcendentally ecstatic because of this intimate communion with the divine, with the Lord. And their intelligence becomes really like sharp, clear. This is all because of communion with the Lord. That's why they all say the same thing. Yeah. Jesus said, of myself, I could do nothing. That was because with his communion with God, he was empowered by the transcendental Lord. See? That's why we remember him even now in his teachings. See? Prabhupada said, don't think I wrote these books. They were dictated by Krishna. See, so this is how it is. You notice Gohari says the same thing. I don't say like, oh man, look at me. I'm like this because I'm on my own. No, there's no way this can happen. That's why I'm promoting the relationship. You notice? Who's promoting a transcendental, intimate relationship with Krishna and with Lord Chaitanya? Who's promoting that? I think only here. Everybody's promoting something else. Or they're sort of promoting it, but they're not it. They're not the manifestation of that relationship, so they can't really talk as an experienced devotee. Like a person, because if you're experiencing this intimate relationship, what you say will be also in the vision of the book, the vision of the book Bhagavad. Fernando says, I heard different times from you that thing about communion with Krishna, but right now it is too much for me to understand it, even philosophically. Aha, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. So for those who may, and maybe you can too, because that's good. You said something. Let's see. Let's take that. Okay, this thing about communion with Krishna. So, okay, communion with Krishna. All right. So what is that? How does that show up? How can we describe that? This is basically something that's indescribable, but we can use the Vedas to kind of understand that. Okay, so we have a transcendental body. In most people, it's dormant. See, they're like Krishna and says, Arjuna, you know, many births you and I have passed, but you don't remember any of them. And if he didn't make a communion with Krishna, he still wouldn't remember. That remember the real Krishna. We'd be an unawakened person. See? So what is this communion? Okay, your soul is awakened. Your transcendental body is awakened. It has transcendental senses. See? And the Shastras teach the name of Krishna is non-different than him. See? So now your transcendental senses are awakened. And when you chant, it's your spiritual tongue that's relishing that name, tasting that name. See? If your transcendental senses are not awakened, there's no conscious communion. You're just chanting dry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I finish my rounds. Even mode of goodness. You might feel like kind of good. You get a little, something, not much, but a little something. And you finish your rounds and you feel, oh, I finished my rounds, man. I feel good. Because mode of goodness, you like to complete things, you like the disciplines and all that stuff. That's what you're getting, really. A devotee awakened who has their transcendental senses awakened because they have bhakti lata bij implanted either in this life or a previous one. See, they perceive that transcendental Lord through tasting the name. It has a taste. And their transcendental feeling is awakened too. It's pure feeling. See, and pure, yeah, and pure taste. The taste is savory. And it's beautiful, and it causes revelation and realization and an experience of a happiness that is not of this world. See, that's why the bodies of the devotees they get jubilant, but not on the level of the modes of nature and goodness or something, even where they're jubilant, but no, it's transcendental jubilance. Yeah, so you need, that's why this bhakti, lata bij, they call it. It's the seed of bhakti is very rare. It comes from only a real devotee who has these real transcendental feelings. Okay? Now, the reason why it didn't awaken in most Vaishnavas who were disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta and Srila Prabhupada is they hid that bhakti because there was no real room for this in most disciples. They weren't ready for that. They needed to be taught on another level of the Vaidhi thing first. There's no room for this kind of preaching because you could see the kind of purification you need to go through. So it wasn't time for that. And it's still not time for a lot of Vaishnavas on the neophyte platform. They have neophyte gurus and their neophyte followers. Their spiritual bodies are not awakened. There's no even understanding of communing with the divine self. No, it doesn't make any sense to them that the name of Krishna is the bread of life. You know, it's life-giving and nourishing for real bhakti of the soul that's been awakened. So I don't know. Maybe this will help you. I don't know. Maybe not. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, okay. So it is stated in the Brahma Samhita, in this big long verse, but the English is, I worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, Krishna, who is the original person, absolute, infallible, without beginning. See, without beginning. See, this idea of worship is pretty interesting. Worship is also indicates when you worship Krishna, um, it's inherent in the soul. This worship, when you become awakened, it's a natural feeling towards God, just like we have natural feeling towards things in the world, because it's inherent in us here. As you know, we're human beings, we're in a human body. That's not who we really are, but we got this temporary body and temporary relationships. See, yeah, and so that's why we adore our children, our wife, or our husband. See? Or we love, nature, maybe. See, this is all the Lord in the material form. Okay? So, our spiritual body, when it awakens, then this adoration. This is, see, Brahma. This is when Brahma, the tears started to fall from his eyes when he realized the absolute truth as it is, as he is. He just, this adoration for the Lord. Wow, you're marvelous, man. Just awakens. It's natural for everybody. Some of these devotees are really powerful, like who is it? Lord Chaitanya was here. I read this pastime. Vakrashar Pandit. He met a naked sannyasi who didn't believe. He saw Lord Chaitanya and saw the devotees. He didn't believe in Lord Chaitanya. So he says to Vakrashar Pandit, how can you believe in this person to be God? See, how can you believe in him? Yeah, it's all about liberation and mukti, like that kind of thing. And anyway, somehow or other, the Vakrashar said, just chant his name. So just chant his name. So anyway, and you'll see, you'll get an experience if you chant his name. So he chanted the name of Lord Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, or whatever name, I forgot which one. Probably Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And all of a sudden, his soul was awakened, and this love for Lord Chaitanya awoke. This adoration. And he ran to Lord Chaitanya and surrendered right there and says, my God, this is amazing. Thank you so much for this revelation of, that you're the supreme Lord. You've come here to deliver us, and you brought your devotees here. See, all these truths awakened in him because this love was awakened for Lord Chaitanya. So there is a lot of this stuff going on because the Lord was here, and so many Vaishnavas were here too. See? So we're building something here ourselves, because you see, people are waking up here, and it's coming more and more. It's like a snowball effect, it's rolling down the road, and more people are coming. Yeah, you could ask Sachi, like years ago, she was thinking, God, is anybody going to come or anybody going to stay? Because people were coming and going, or not coming at all. It was just more or less us, or most people left. And now you see it's the ball is rolling, the snowball is gathering, the rolling stone gathers moss in this situation. I worship Govinda, who is the original person, absolute, infallible, without beginning. See, these are beautiful qualities. See, the Lord is absolute, absolute truth. He never will disappear. Like in this lifetime, he revealed himself to us as Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, the combined form, Radha and Krishna. He's revealing this to us. This is absolute. This is eternal relationships. This is eternal body, Radha and Krishna, even though, the pictures and everything, those will change because they're not, the real picture of Krishna and Radha the real picture is this loving relationship. See, that's the real picture. See, do you have a picture of that? You have to have that, and that will never disappear. That perception of the love of God, love of Krishna will not, it'll only deepen forever. See, absolute. See, but our love for the forms in the world will always abandon us. That's why you can love your wife or child and everything, and something may happen, or will happen eventually. The child grows up, the form even changes. Sometimes they don't even care about you. We have even people in our sangha who have bad children, or they die, or you die. See, everybody is left abandoned by faith in the material forms of the world, without having this awakened relationship with the Lord, who's absolute, eternal. See, he never dies. Never, this relationship will never die. But like all relationships, you got to continually engage in this loving service of the Lord, so it'll deepen forever till it becomes really natural. See? That's what we're doing. We're practicing. The Lord's given us the potency, and so we continue to practice, daily, getting together and going deeper in this relationship. See, absolute. It's eternal. See, only the form of the Lord is like that. Only the form of the devotee. Well, the devotee Lent and all that. No, their form, the form. Jesus, what Prabhupada said, I shall live forever in my books. Jesus said he lives in his word. See, that's God, except it's God lives in the word of the devotee, the true Lord, the true conception. See, that yeah. So this is amazing. The absoluteness. I love these things. Infallible. See, everything else in this world is fallible, but the Lord is infallible. How is this show? How is the Lord infallible? Well, he's eternal, man. He always, he will not fail us. Infallible failures. Without God, we all end up being failures. That's why you could study the Vedas, and Lord Chaitanya said it's futile. If you study the Vedas, you don't develop attachment to me, attachment to my transcendental form, attachment to my name, love for these books, love for my infallibleness, love for the eternal truths about me. Yeah. Yeah. If you can't relish this, futile. It's you remain fallible, because you're not in touch with the infallible Lord. See? Which makes everything work beautifully in our lives. That's what devotees have, that testimony. They're finding that to be true. So Mary Sach says, sometimes I lose my relationship with Krishna, dry times, or I live off God's nature spirit. Must be a lifelong journey. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It, it's an eternal journey there, Sachi. It's not just a lifelong journey and then you're liberated. You know, it's an eternal journey and it just gets better. I mean, if you're sincere and you really want this relationship, um, it'll it gets better. There'll be some dry times and a lot of times, it could be your association. Maybe you're too much faith in certain things. So anyway, that's how you learn. So you just keep engaging and the Lord will keep showing you and me and everybody else. Sometimes we become aware of what's in the way and maybe start letting that go. And, you know, so, yeah. Sometimes we might commit offenses, like towards the devotees or something. It may block our relationship for a little bit, but it's all teachings, all lessons. Yeah, so just stay attentive. Without beginning, the infallible. Without beginning. See, not only without beginning, without end. There's no end to the Lord. That's why this is the perfect relationship, man. These beginningless and endless. This relation deepens forever, never stops. See, our relationships in the world are limited by time and space. Yeah. When our bodies are destroyed, the relationship is destroyed, man. Material body. The spiritual body is eternal. It becomes endless bliss. Never stops. The bliss deepens. We enter deeper in the ocean of bliss of the God, his transcendental form. This is beyond even liberation, but you're liberated in that. You're liberated in your love for God. Although expanded into unlimited forms, still the same original, the oldest, and the supreme person, always appearing as a fresh youth. Yeah. And when this is the thing, when you hear that, the Lord always appearing as a fresh youth, how are you going to really learn about that quality? Where is Krishna now? Can you see him appearing as a fresh youth? You think, well, I see a picture and he's appearing as a fresh youth. No, no, no. You need to meet the devotee who is youthful because of bhakti, man. And you see, whoa, they're always appearing as a fresh youth because of this bhakti, man. Nobody is like that except a real devotee. See? Because people get old in this world. Devotees never get old. They may have an old body and all that stuff, man, but they're always fresh, youthful bhakti. Bhakti is youthfulness. Bhakti is beautiful. The gopis would be like, they have the lamentation, oh, Krishna, he only likes a beautiful body, and he's abandoning us because we're getting older, and all that stuff. They complain sometimes like that. Oh, he goes away because, he only likes, just youthful women and stuff like that. But the truth is he likes the gopis, whether they're young or old, because they're always youthful in their relationship with him. It's always ever fresh, man. Why the heck wouldn't anybody want this relationship? See? The only reason is unawareness. They don't know about it. They don't see an example of that. They don't meet people that are ever fresh because of their relationship with the Lord. Always new understanding, deeper revelation and realization, deeper ecstasy and happiness that goes on and on and on and on. See, that's why this sadhu sangha is so important. You don't come here, you won't have perspective. You just stay with the glowworms. And you don't know the difference between a glowworm and the real shining lights of real associates of the Lord. That's why Prabodhananda Saraswati says in his poem, until you meet a devotee who is a bumblebee at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya, buzzing around Lord Chaitanya, until you meet one of those rare persons nowadays, very rare, until you meet them, you're going to see all the glowworms of Vaidhi Bhaktas, praising Vaidhi Bhakti and Varnashram Dharma and all doing pandals even in Mayapur. Vaidhi Bhakti, Varnashram Dharma is so important. Oh, that'll be so important. Oh yeah, liberation, Eckhart Tolle's will be so important and all that stuff. Right? So important, liberation, these Mayavadi gurus. You know, and the Putanas will be important. These are the false gurus, the Johans, you know, the speculating gurus like this. The ones who are not, they're not residents of Vrindavan, but they claim to be able to bring you to Krishna Vrindavan, right? They're not even there themselves. Those paths will be very important, right? See? But then this kind of path is here. And then when you can, that's why if anybody really wants to see, you come here regularly and see, is there something special here? Yeah. And there is, because many people come in here 6, 7 years or more. There's something special here, something different. Everything else is same old, same old. This is always ever fresh. Classes are getting usually better than the other ones, especially morning ones. Afternoons were just hit and miss sometimes. Even my disciples' class is getting better and better. Hare Krishna. Hey there, Amy. Better, what do they say? Better late than never, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a great verse. You are never miss. You are always hit. More ways than one. I got it. Sometimes the club, and different swords. We got different weapons here we use. Better late than never. Yes. See, you are the oldest, and the person always appearing as a fresh youth. Such eternal, blissful, all-knowing forms of the Lord are usually understood by the best of the Vedic scholars. See, so this is purport. Such eternal, blissful, all-knowing forms of the Lord are usually understood by the best Vedic scholars. You ever heard that? Lord Chaitanya was the best of the Vedic, best of the Brahmins. See, like that kind of thing. So the best of Vedic scholars, the best is not a Vedic scholar per se. The best of Vedic scholars is a real devotee who has real bhakti, real love for the Lord, because they're so clear, they're so conclusive, so logical, so ecstatic, so blissful. They love describing the blissfulness of God. We're worshiping this all blissful Lord. Isn't that amazing? He's all blissful. See, this is the target, the goal is to be communing with this all blissful Lord, and then you become filled with his bliss. You get his blissful happiness. See, this is what it's all about. See, if you don't know this, if you don't know and learn what we're talking about here, your life is a waste. You wasted your friggin' life. I don't care how many rules you followed, how much perfectly you followed Varnashram Dharma. But if you don't commune with this all blissful Lord and manifest this bliss in this world, you failed, man. You're a failure, man. That's just the truth. You know, you may not know, but I'm just bringing it to your awareness because Lord Chaitanya did. And this is the revival of these kinds of teachings that Lord Chaitanya brought. Yeah, you won't hear this from your gurus out there. They'll say, no, Varnashramdham's great. Your success, you're following Prabhupada's this and that, and you're following the program, poor shit. You're just, oh, you're so great, man. Yeah, man. No, they're not great, man. They don't know the deeper end of it. Prabhupada knew. He said, you're not in a safe position as a neophyte. That's neophyte. Varnash, faith in Varnashram Dharma and the rules and regulative devote. That's a neophyte. And Prabhupada said, you're not safe position as a neophyte. You need to be Madhyamadikari, but nobody even knows Madhyamadikari unless you come here. Then you learn. Madhyamadikari is what happens here when you have the awakening of love for God as an irrevocable fact because you came here and followed the verse by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam and by service to the devotee. That's service too. And all that's troublesome to your heart will go. And then the Lord awakens as an irrevocable fact. We have people who have done that here. Doesn't happen in any of these sanghas yet. I haven't seen one person I would say this person's really awakened. The Lord is awakened as an irrevocable fact. Not even one. Can you imagine? That's how rare this is. See, and you get perspective. You see, oh, look at this. Johan, what has he got? He's speculating, man. You know why? Because he didn't follow. He doesn't believe in by regular classes, and by regular classes by a devotee Bhagavad. He doesn't believe that. He doesn't see. He doesn't. He said, no, I don't agree. I have a different opinion. No, I'm Guru Dev with a different opinion. No, you're not Guru Dev with a different opinion. You're bewildered, and you're following your philosophy is based on bewilderment. See? That's why he doesn't have the result. That's why he's not with us. Thank you for your service. I needed somebody to point that out. I need living examples of the wrong path. See, he was listening, but he didn't really listen. He didn't believe in these words. No, Gohari's wrong. I got a different opinion. He admits it. See, what do I admit? I admit. See, admission. The book Bhagavat, that's the preaching by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam. That's the Bhagavat. That's the truth by an empowered devotee, man. You do that sincerely. Things are going to happen. Your life is going to change forever. You're going to be more than liberated and saved. You're going to be engaged in pure devotional service like the Guru is supposed to be, right? The Guru is supposed to do that. Yeah, the Lord's going to awaken as an irrevocable fact. How do we know the Lord is awakened in Govinda and Lalita and not Johan? They're signs, they're symptoms. See, when the Lord is awakened as an irrevocable fact, he says, you're mine. I'm yours. I'm gonna keep you safe. You know how he keeps you safe? He keeps you safe by being conclusive. You say, oh yeah, I'm a disciple of my Guru forever. He awakened me. It's not slam bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm a prostitute. I came here, got a little awakening. Thanks for the awakening. Now I'm on my own. I'm Guru Dave. No, you're Guru piece of shit. See, that's how we know that this Lord, the real Lord, is awakened in persons like a Lalita or Govinda and others here too. They just are, they show themselves, so I'll use them as an example. Because they know, oh yeah, okay, I was awakened by Guru. I'm very grateful, just naturally. That you can't be grateful unless the Lord is actually living in you. Otherwise, you're a piece of shit in the world. They're like Johan, piece of shit. He doesn't care about anybody. Why? Because the Lord is not awakened in him, really. He thinks only in his mind and his speculations is awake. No. When the Lord is awakened in you, you act like a disciple. You're a devotee Bhagavad on the level as a student even. You show, you're a way shower, man. You went in the door. The door is the conception taught to you by the Guru. And it's the book, glorifies that conception, and the devotee glorifies that conception. And that's the alignment. And when you align, that's coming in the line. Then you got results, man. That's the formula. Then the Lord will awaken in you. All your troubles will go away. See? And the Lord will awaken in your heart. It'll be a fact, man. And the Lord says, okay, it's done deal. We're married, man. And you'll have the right understanding. You'll be, you'll know Guru Tattva. You'll preach Guru Tattva by your example. When you glorify Guru, you become blissful and ecstatic. You show people the real way and not the Johan way, which is the Putana way, the imitator. He wants to imitate Guru. He wants to imitate God. See, it's always that. He wants to imitate the authority. See, he wants to be the authority, and he's not. See, we need somebody like that to make it really crystal clear. And he's just an example of all these other sahajas out there in ISKCONs and Gaudiya Samiti and Gaudiya, all sahajas, every one of them I've met. They're not actually on the platform of real residents of Vrindavan because they're not devotees of Lord Chaitanya with real devotion yet. It doesn't show, it doesn't shine. They just got the little glow of the memorized verses. That's it, man. And building external temples and breaking down the old ones and putting up another external temple, collecting money, going around as sannyasi, collecting money so they can ring bells and eat and sleep, like Prabhupada said. No difference. That's the God brother thing, because they didn't get the real mercy. We prove the real mercy is here. How'd you like that one, man? I need a more solid desk, need a birch tree desk. Not a flimsy desk like this. When I pound on something, I don't want it to bounce around. Yeah, you guys are married to Krishna, many of you, or you're on your way. You're getting your wedding gown together here. Hey, Janine, that sold the point. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. See, you come here, you'll see the difference between the glowworms and the experienced devotees who have the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya. There's nothing. I mean, it's like hands down, man. That now you will start to wake up, man. That's why Sadhu Sangha is praised by Krishna. Krishna says the best way to realize me is Sadhu Sangha. This is in Bhagavatam. He said, I'm not really known by regulative devotional service even. They don't know me very well, And I'm not known by Varnashram Dharma stuff. I'm not known by the fastings and all these things that they're promoting now in Vaishnavism as the way to realize God. The devotee's always been the best way. If you find Sadhu Sangha, I mean, I was in the Narayan Raj thing and he was praising, yeah, Sadhu Sangha is so important. It's so great. Yeah, it's true. You found first class devotees, and you're in first class association, all that stuff. But you see, that wasn't it yet either. He thought it was it, first class, high class association. No, there's a higher class than that. Yeah, yeah, it's right here. This is higher class than you Narayan Raj, Devotees Association. How can you say that? Don't you see how he was dressed? Don't you see all his awesome? No, yeah, that's the thing. I see that, and I preach about that's not it. Where is the enthusiasm of pure devotional service and pure devotional principles preached? That Lord Chaitanya preached. That's checkable. That when you find a real devotee of Lord Chaitanya, you have spiritual awakening. There's no real spiritual awakening in that group. Even with his highest disciples, they're all Vaidhi awakened. Wow, look how many rules we follow. Look how many fasts we do. And everybody thinks, whoa, glorious. Wow, how glorious. You guys can fast and you can do, you must be pure devotees. No, and Gohari's that guy with a different opinion. No, you're not yet. No, no, no. Until I hear clear, conclusive things in line with the vision of revealed scriptures, you don't have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya yet. That's what the scriptures teach, right? Chapter 3 or 4, first verse. Those who have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, they know the real pastimes of Krishna in the vision of the revealed scriptures. How about that for repetitiveness there, Amy? I love that verse, man. Shows a lot. See, I don't hear those kinds of conclusions from Narayan Raj teaching and his lineage there. That's why I say it's not the real line yet. You Narayan Raj devotees, come in the real line. The real line is right in front of you here, man. Speaking bluntly, if you want, do you really want Krishna? Do you really have spiritual greed? Come here and we'll make you a devotee, a real, heartfelt, awakened devotee of Lord Chaitanya. We'll teach you the real principles that'll get you Krishna in this life and not many lifetimes, like your guru said. You got to move on. Otherwise, you can't move on. You're not gonna. You can't move, man. You're just like you're still like that. You know. You just can't move. I have an earworm, and it is you and your words. An earworm is catchy song or a tune that runs continually through a person's mind. That was good. I felt that like an earthquake. No one can preach like Srila Gaura Haridas preaches. See, see, you made the team here. See, she didn't make the cheerleading team in school, but she made the team here. Right? She's our cheerleader. She's my cheerleader here. Thank you there. Yeah. So the best of Vedic scholars is the real devotee. Yeah. Matter of fact, even if you're not a Vedic scholar and you're a real devotee, you become the best of Vedic scholars. You know, this is how it works, man. It's always worked like this. You finally made the team, Amy. That's true. This is the only team worth making, too. Really. Yeah. Yeah, even if you're a Sudra, man, but you're a devotee, you become the best of the Vedic scholars. You know who proved this? Well, we prove it here because we have Sudras here and they're preaching. Lalita's preaching, Govinda's preaching is better than the Vedic scholar Acharya Dev, better than the Narayan Raj preaching, better than Radhakund Babaji's preaching. You know why? Because they found the real path and the others are not progressive. They're just stuck in the same old rules, regulations, varnashram dharma. All of them. Narayan Raj was preaching all of these things, high concepts and all that stuff. But what was he doing? What was everybody else doing? Varnashram dharma, rules, regulations, and fastings and ceremonial worship or sahaja stuff, like acting like a Johan or something. They can't progress. That's why you see Prabhupada came to me in 1996 and gave me this job here. He didn't give these guys that job. He gave me, Haridas, this job. Fernando says, replying to Amy Rose, hey, that phrase is copyright from Aman Narayan. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? What time is it? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I got to go here. I got to go pick up some things from Walmart here. And yeah, so we'll go now. We'll end it because it's getting late in wherever you guys are in Europe there. And I got to do some things. So it's in the way I don't want to leave, but I think I need to leave. Okay. So, okay. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for coming, everybody. Yeah. I hope you liked the class. I did. So nice to glorify the truth and the absolute truth. It was very enlightening.